This was the frightening power of Storm Isha in full force. Extreme weather that proved not just ferocious, but fatal, with 2 people killed, including here in Fife, where an 84-year-old man died after the car he was in hit a fallen tree.
See the car travelling along here, it sort of swerved and come to a sudden stop. At that point I didn't really know what had happened. I could see trees sort of lying on the road, but I didn't realise that it collided with the tree. It was awful. Scotland gets windy weather all the time, but this is probably the worst storm we've had in around 10 years.
These wet, wild conditions battered Ireland. In Northern Ireland, a man in his 60s also died when his car hit a tree. This was a rare blanket weather warning covering most of the country, and yet some people still took chances. While some rode their luck, others were thankful for it. On the M1, a disaster was avoided when the sides of a lorry were flung into a field, somehow missing cars on a busy motorway. Another close call in Lincolnshire, where this roof was ripped from a house. Nearly 200 miles away in England's most northern county, this was the 7th named storm they've seen this winter.
In poor weather, Northumberland is the kind of place at the mercy of power outages. It's rural, rugged, and remote. After Storm Isha battered the country overnight, hundreds of people here woke up off-grid.
Wind speeds of up to 100 miles per hour pushed infrastructure to its limits.
It's when it gets above 80, that's when it becomes really difficult, because we get wind-borne debris, we get trees coming down, and that's when you start to see a bit of impact on our network.
Thank you very much.
The quick work of engineers reconnecting power kept Lindsay's shop open for business, but now there's more bad weather on the way.
Not looking forward to that, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's not ideal. Look, like I say, we're in the north. It's what you have to deal with. The power goes out regularly, so that's what we do. As long as it's not for a prolonged period of time, we all survive.
In an unusually harsh winter, another storm is approaching, putting these communities on alert once again.
Now, Storm Isha could have, caused some problems, weakened structures, weakened trees that may then come down as a result of Storm Jocelyn. So although Storm Jocelyn isn't as intense, there is a higher chance than usual that this storm could cause some disruption because it's following so closely after a previous storm.
A second battering in less than 48 hours can only mean more chaos and more danger to life. Shingi Marike, Sky News, Northumberland.